We are super excited about this year's research. It's an evolutionary step in the way that we've conducted it this year with our friends at Marketing Profs.
It showcases the growth of this industry. It showcases the maturity of some of the brands who have been at this for a while.
We interviewed more than 1,000 marketers and asked them specifically about content marketing. One of the biggest differences is that we really limited it only to people who've been doing content marketing for more than a year.
And it helps us understand industry trends, growth, and challenges.
We are getting into the podcast space. So we actually launched a podcast in 2017, a parenting podcast all about work-life balance. And this year we're launching another podcast vertical all about early childhood development.
I used to aggressively podcast, but I've switched to video. And really the way I do video these days is I jump on Zoom, do a quick conversation, a recorded conversation, and then I edit it down and I just release these little vignettes.
We find that video is the thing that connects with people, and whether that's through sort of what we hope is an inspirational brand story or a market overview from a researcher, people don't read as much, and so it's a matter of trying to find a way to reach them that's convenient.
For us, it's mostly short form content for social. That's where we're seeing video content actually do the best for us. Instagram stories has been killer.
Long form is also, it's been away, but it's coming back.
So at MGM we do a lot of video because we think video is a great way to tell the MGM Resort story. It's very immersive, it brings you in, it puts the consumer in the middle of the story. So we spend a lot of time thinking strategically about what's the right video in the right format for the right story at the right time.
You can see how long someone spends on a .com. You can see where they click around, but inevitably, social is made for this. It's made to give you human reactions to things.
And so we're able to use that feedback that we get on a minute-by-minute basis and adjust what we're going to be doing for the rest of that day, for the rest of the week, for the rest of the year.
Everybody who has anything to do with audience, we need that data to create topics.
We have a marketing office that sits across the street from our hospital. Most days, I don't engage with patients and I don't engage with the people that engage with our patients. And so that can cause us to get sort of tunnel vision. The best ideation that you can do is by going and talking to your people that work in the call center, by talking to your frontline staff, the people that are engaging with their customer on a day-to-day basis and say, what are they asking you? What do they need to know? What problems do they have?
I am nurturing my audience through a video on LinkedIn and really just using their messaging feature to keep in touch with people. So I will set time blocks up, right? I literally will scroll through and just like, who haven't I talked to a while?
We start with, what would be either a handshake or a digital handshake, which would be a tweet or something digitally shared to them, and then we just watch what they do.
Surprisingly, email is one way that we can maintain that connection with our customers. It really is about making sure that we're accessible and making sure that we have a wide variety of content.
And so every single day we've got a different story to tell. We tell it on different channels, and we're going to give you a ton of content. At the beginning of the week, it's going to be about the race that just happened, or it's going to be about lifestyle content. When we get to the middle of the week, we're starting to transition. It's fantasy content, it's power rankings, it's paint schemes, and then when you get to the end of the week, it's all about that upcoming race. But our goal is just to continually talk to our fans, give them reasons to engage with us. If they're casual fans, give them reasons to engage with us more. And if they're hardcore fans, just give them reasons to never waver in their love of the sport, so we have them for the rest of their lives.
We have an opportunity now as marketers to really start to create trust. Some of the other research that you'll be reading about really bolsters that argument and what they're discovering as part of their ongoing process.